to submit some proposals to PyCon. I thought it might be interesting for y'all to see how I go about doing that. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead first and go into my conferences section. This is gonna be 2019. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and switch to live mode. Although I'm gonna actually, before I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna double check that this is actually working and make sure I can keep track of things. Okay, cool. So if anyone has questions, of course, feel free to chime in on Twitch or YouTube. So let's go ahead and do this. So I keep this document with like my various proposals in it. PyCon is a little different than the other ones, but I just had an idea for a different, or not just had an idea. Working with the speechless person, I had an idea for a different talk I wanted to try, and so I'm going to try and work on that today. And we're going to put that submission in. So this is something buttons. What is the buttons? Okay, yeah. Learning after your skills with open source code reviews, including. So I'm obviously, if you've subscribed and you've watched my other talks, other streams, you know that I try and encourage more people to review source code, and I think that we can all benefit a lot from this. And so I'm going to go ahead and try and do that. My work computer is giving me a little bit of difficulty, so while I'm working on the proposal, I'm just going to occasionally be poking at it a little bit. Okay. So, open source is amazing and lots of fun, but most people in our communities wake up in the mornings or get off work excited to write code. Most of us are excited about the idea of reviewing code. This can be seen in projects like Apache Spark with over 500 open pull requests. Smaller projects where the author has long since burnt out and isn't around to changes anymore. So this is sort of part of the thesis. I'm going to have another part too. Yeah. If you want to understand a new project or grow your skills faster in a project you're already working in, doing code reviews can be one of the fastest ways to improve your skills. Documentation is often suggested as a good beginner topic, but beginner as a good starter starting point. You can do a new code base, but I think for many folks, reviews can provide a smoother on-ramp to a new open source project. So this is the kind of like, yo, what's up? This is why you should do this. It will improve your skills. This is what people think a good way of doing this right now is. And now I need the argument why. I wrote some of this down on my work computer, so I'm going to go ahead and find, or I didn't write it down, but I had a conversation with someone, and I took some notes on my work computer that I hope I can get access to, and if I can't, that's okay too. But so the idea here is this part is like, hey, this is why you should do it. The other one is more like, this is why we as a community need to do it. So I'm gonna focus on building on the like what the individual is gonna get from this. Doing code reviews provides the opportunity to interact with people already familiar with the code base, ask questions, and provide pointers to active parts of development in the project. Now, jumping in and doing a code review in a new project can be quite scary. Even more so than submitting pull requests. I'm going to make this a new paragraph. Yep. Cool. Okay. Let's, anyone new on Twitch now? We're good on Twitch. Okay. I need some tea. I still have my window open because of the new bed above me. It still smells kind of a little funny. So I really want to air it out still. Okay, let's keep going. This is quite reasonable, but I want to assure you that even if you are not an expert in a project, you can have valuable contributions to the review process. Your knowledge of general style and programming practices are useful regardless of language. And the newcomer's eye is especially useful for finding parts of the code which may not make sense. We're all yes. Okay. Oh, hi Holden. What are you working on? Great question. So today I'm just writing a talk proposal for PyCon. It's not coding, but another part of my job, in addition to writing code, is giving conference talks. So I figured I'd try doing a live stream of some of the other parts of my job as well. Cool. Yeah, and so this conference proposal, I'm hoping to actually tie very much back into a lot of the other live streams that I do, which is about why people should be doing open source code reviews and why it, even if they're not super experienced, their opinion is really valuable. So I'm hoping I can get that across. And then we're going to go ahead and submit it to PyCon, and I can talk through a little bit about how PyCon is different than the other conferences that I tend to submit to. Thanks for asking. Cool. So let's go ahead and get back to that. Okay. Which may not make sense. Many of us have had the experience of writing code which makes perfect sense to us, but after our first teammate takes a look at it, we realize how difficult to understand it can be. And be it, and regardless of this open source or otherwise, just having a second set of eyes on a problem can be super useful. Even if you think you don't have anything useful to contribute, you can be a three-dimensional. You can be a more interactive rubber duck. Let's see. In absolute worst case. So yeah, that's hopefully just like, yeah, okay. Not only is this good for your personal growth, but, well, this talk will focus on what you can learn from doing open source code reviews, how to find good places to help reviewing, and include a live review of an open source PR picked by the audience. Yeah, that sounds good. Are we doing a live CFP review? I mean, you are more than welcome to give me feedback on the CFP. I would really appreciate it. I love having a second set of eyes on my CFPs as well. That would be really amazing. I would appreciate that. Damn it! It looks like my work computer is made of Cheetos, and I lost those notes. Wait, why is it paused? What the? No. It'd be nice to have those notes, because I have, how long did it take me to come up with this idea? That's a great question. I don't know. So this idea came out of, I have someone that I work with to try and become a better public speaker. And one of the days I was working with her, I mentioned that one of the things I wanted to try and get better at was talking through my coding for live streams and live reviews. And somehow the communication got a little mixed up. And it came out as I wanted to do live code review as a talk. And then the more we talked about it, the more interesting that sounded to me. And so that conversation was probably a good 45 minutes of sort of going through, what it was I wanted to do and how to turn that into a talk and how to make that interesting to people. So this sounds good. Oh, cool. This is exciting too. I got some training approved at work, which is very exciting. As I, one of the things that I really like about my job is some of the training and the opportunities for a lot of the informal training, but the formal training is also quite nice. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and press a few more buttons because I do have these notes. Oh, second paragraph has 2 butts in it. Great. Thank you. Ah! There's a lot of butts. Okay. Yeah. Good call. Thanks. Okay. Not only is this good for your personal growth, it is growing. Okay. The open source community is in desperate need of more reviewers and maintainers. As amazing and fun as open source is, most people in our community. There we go. Cool. Thank you. Thanks for catching that. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and find the notes from my conversation at work, because I think there were some good things in there that I want to make sure I include in our thing. And thanks for catching that. Okay, yeah. So, yes, okay. So, yeah, oof, no, not what I wanted. There we go. I don't know. This paragraph is feeling a little long to me. Yeah. Okay. In many projects, it is traditional. Yep. Yes. It's traditional that the more senior members of the project are largely responsible for the reviews. In practice, are largely responsible for the code review. In many projects, but you don't need to be a senior person to have good input on okay, there we go. Yeah. Yep. At the end of this, you will hopefully have gained skills to better review code. Yeah. Oh right, yeah. Not only that, but a great way to earn respect. Let's leave that out. I was gonna try and put in something here about a good way to demonstrate that you know the code base is by doing code reviews, like, we're trying to really focus on the fact that you don't have to know the code base to start reviewing code. So we're going to skip that. Although, actually, let's put that down in the bottom. Yeah. This talk isn't just useful. Isn't just for folks getting started in a new project. Often, if you want to move up in a project, you need to take on more reviews. And if that's where you're at, skills, and these skills can come in handy. What you can learn from open source reviews, how to find good places to help reviewing, leaving effective and actionable comments, institute, if you're so excited, you can't wait for this talk, you can also check out my YouTube with a number of live and recorded streamed code reviews. And we'll go ahead. Yep. Cool. Awesome. Cool. There we go. That's awesome. So that's most of a talk submission. It's not all of it, but is pretty solid. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna work on this a little more later, but PyCon talks are a little bit different. For most conferences, this would be really all I needed to submit. Maybe a speaker bio and some other like small things, but PyCon requires more information than most conferences. I'm not super sure why. I think they have their own thing written about it. But I don't remember exactly what PyCon requires. So the easiest way to figure that out is to go and figure out what they require from their website. So let's go do that. PyCon CFB. Oop. Cool. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, this one. This is their speaking page. And so that's cool. Shows us their deadlines. Those close soon. Thankfully, tutorial proposals close sooner. Oh wait, they're over. Yeah, okay. PyCon talks close in 24 days. Wow, there is not a lot of time left in 2018. Shit. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's dive in now. Wants me to create a speaker profile. Ooh. Well, I really don't like that I have to choose a photo. I do have a bio handy though. I've got one of those just sort of hanging around. So let's just go find my standard bio. I think it's just under conferences. 2018. Okay, yeah, and these are my bios. I think they're pretty up to date. Yeah, and this is the 100-word bio, more or less. So we'll go ahead and grab that, put that here. I don't really want to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like photos; they're fun. But I also kind of wish I didn't have to give them a photo for my conference talk submission. I think normally I just Yeah, there's this like Spark one here that I use sometimes. Okay. Nope, damn it. Save image as Holden dash headshot. I guess I have my Google badge photo I can use, but I've got this one for me on stage that we're just going to go ahead and use at Spark Summit. So that one's cool. Okay. I already get enough spam calls. Please don't call me. Okay, cool. So I made a speaker profile. Yay. So much fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's more or less. So I just gave them my Twitter profile one because that's they got my handle anyways. It's more like I get that you want the photos eventually, and that's totally cool. It's just the way how they ask for it. You know, when you ask me to do it before I submit my talk, I wonder if you're gonna like show people my photo in the CFP review system. Like, I don't know if they will or not. They probably don't, but like they might. And then that's like kind of just like, less fun. Okay, but let's go ahead and do talks. I prefer 30 minutes. Yeah. 45 minutes would probably be really good. And it can be cut though, because I can do a longer review for sure. Like I've served on the program committee for conferences, and there's certainly been one where they gave us the people's photos, and it was just like, I don't want to see these. Like, I mean, they're fine people, but like, why add more bias by accident if you don't have to? Okay, so this is our notes. Yay! Cool. Markdown. Okay. So Markdown means that all of the things that I did as paragraphs. Yeah, it would totally be great, like, if they just emailed me afterwards and were like, hey, we liked your talk, please send us your photo. Like, I'd be 100% down with that. Okay, so I want to go ahead and... can I make links? I can. Fancy. Okay, what time is it? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Who and why audience? Developers, beginner to intermediate developers looking to contribute, or let's go developers looking to get more involved in open source to grow their programming skills. Okay, so who and why audience? Which, like, these are totally, like, this is a very reasonable exercise to do. Right, okay, so we're going to make this, like, heading 3. So you can find it. Okay, who and why audience. So then I'm going to go over here. Yeah. Or open source maintainers looking to improve their code reviews. Yeah, cool. That looks good. Pretty solid there. Okay. That seems good. Okay, what else did they say? This talk assumes a basic knowledge of Python, and will use terminology for projects on GitHub, for projects hosted on GitHub, but is applicable regardless of source control system and reviewing tools used. What else? Wait, they want. At the end of this talk, the audience will have gained the tools and confidence required to do better open source code reviews. Okay, that's one paragraph. Yeah. Oh, cool. So that's cool. So they want a skeleton of the talk, including rough timing estimates. And so that's fine. So here's what I'm going to do for the outline, which is also going to be, I'm going to go ahead, set this to heading 3. Outline. Introduction / who am I / 2 minutes 2 okay what you can get from the benefits to yourself for doing open source reviews in new or experienced folks, the benefits / need of the ecosystem for more of us to do open source reviews. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Different common tools for reviews. GitHub, review board, etc. And how to find them for your project. This is probably. I'm gonna cut this down. Well, whatever. We'll leave off the time estimates for now. We'll think backwards a little bit. Coffee is delicious. Different common tools for reviews. How to find them for. Code review etiquette as a new contributor. Code review etiquette as an established contributor. Because these are very, very different things. We're going to go ahead and say common code review because everyone has different things. How open source code reviews are different than, let's go, can be different than internal reviews. Finding a good change to review. Okay, yeah, tips for finding a good change to review. Finding people to review with. It's dangerous. It's less fun to go alone. Handling difficult situations. Live review. Live review look back. Audience's choice. Within limits. So what will be cut for 30-minute version? 6 and 7 will be combined. Number 11 will be limited to shorter PRs. Okay. We can do this in 3 slides. I think this is going to be a good 2 slides. I think this is going to be a good 1 slide. Python people generally seem to know their stuff when it comes to not being assholes on the internet, so we'll do 1 minute for each of those. Pretty fast. Finding a good review. 2 minutes. Well, yeah, let's do an example of a good one and a bad one, and that'll probably each take a minute. Finding people to review with, 1 minute. It's more or less like how to mailing lists and we can get logs to find people who are doing reviews actively. Handling difficult situations, 1 minute. Live code review. Live code review look back, 2 to 4 minutes. Wrap up and redeliver key points. 1 minute. Okay, thanks, bye. 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add those up and make sure that this looks reasonable. Otherwise, we'll cut some of the material. So 1 plus, let's go with the outer 4 plus 1. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's 22 minutes. Yep, that looks good. 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's probably, I can cut this down to 15 minutes if I have to. We'll go ahead 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah, cool. I think this is pretty reasonable. Outline wise. Oh, damn it! Is it gonna? Fuck. Sorry. Took out the bullet points because life is full of sadness. That's okay. I can add this back in. And 14, yeah, cool. I've done a fair amount of public speaking. You can see some videos at, it's like Holden Spark videos. And or it's can I go Holden talk videos? Did I make this bit.ly link? No, I didn't. No one make it. Yeah. Totally have this. Playlists. Holden's talk videos. Yeehaw. Okay, cool. And so let's go ahead and pick maybe a better talk for them to watch first. Yeah, I like this talk. Let's go ahead. Or actually, no, whatever. Let's just do. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, create. Okay. Holden talk videos. Oh yeah, let me check in on YouTube. No comments there. That's cool. Okay, and we'll go ahead and enter and then copy. Cool. Where is this? And I've done a lot of live streamed code reviews and other things at. I know I have a bit.ly link for that. It's like live. No? Fuck. Okay. Playlists. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, okay. Holden live OSS. Sure. Okay. Cool. And we'll go ahead and put that in here. Okay. Cool. I'm just going to present this one by myself because I don't have any co-presenter to do a live code review with right now. But I think this is cool. And so there we go. Cool. It's in draft mode. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. One of the nice things is that the program, so if you submit it early with PyCon, they can give you feedback, and that can be really nice. So we're going to submit it a little bit early, and then we'll see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it's one of my PyCon US submissions. The other thing that I was going to do is I was going to take the talk I did for PyCon Canada and see if they were interested in it at PyCon Cleveland. But it's like 6:35 and I don't know, I started work kind of early today. Actually, I guess I didn't start that early. I'm just kind of tired and sleepy. I could do that one. Well, let's go see if Caro, PyCon, Canada. Because I don't actually know if they like posted what I was going to be talking about on the schedule. No, it just says who I am. Yeah. So honestly, to rework this talk, I'd have to go. Yeah, it was a keynote. I'd have to go and like find it, and that would be a fair amount of work. So that's probably not going to happen today. But I'll probably rework the keynote that I gave at PyCon Canada and see if the PyCon US folks are interested. Cool. Thanks for joining me. This has been kind of a different experiment than normal. I'll do my regular Friday code reviews. I'm going to be in London, so the time zone's going to be a little bit different. I'll schedule that really soon. I've just been super busy this week. So with that, thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you around. I'm going to be, even though this was a conference talk submission, doing a little bit less in terms of conference talks next year. But hopefully you'll still have fun and see me around, especially for those of you who watch the streams. Oh, this got all crooked and shit. Fix that. Okay, cool. Let me go find the turn off button in YouTube, because I have to explicitly stop it or it doesn't do its thing. Cool. And stop streaming. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a good rest of your week.